Hi Bungalow Glow. Hi Shadow. How are you guys doing? Guess what? I ate ice cream because I finished a page. I should have held out for a sundae or something instead of just like a split scoop. Yeah. Here, let me show you. All right, I got a whole pile of mess here. So, okay, let's see. Okay, I need more real estate. Ugh. It's exciting, right? Yeah, celebrate. Let's see. Okay, we'll try that. Sorry if I'm making you seasick. Will it stay though? Squeak. Squeak. Okay, minimal slippage. That's good. All right. So, page 1. Let's see. There's 2. Hi, Robbie Fishing Fan. I'm showing off my artwork right now. My graphic novel pages. Here he is, doing weird stuff. It gets even weirder. Let's see. Celebrating, he did it. Show the puppy dog. 1 dime. We got a long way to go. Apparently I was supposed to look up Bella Box and New Life. I think it was like pointless to make notes on random pieces of paper and then not remember, but I think Casey Snow told me about these for in real life live streaming rigs. I think those are what those are. So, note to self. Collecting WhatsApp mess. Grr. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh. No help at all. That's it. Here's the one I just finished. So he goes out the door. When I color this, it's gonna be pretty much super dark right here with like some kind of cast light in this back area behind him. And then Grump himself will be kind of half in light, half in shadow, kind of like he's coming out from inside. Looking at this little trash bin. So he goes, he's gonna drag it inside the house like a crazy person, straight up into the mess. That's right, this is gonna happen. So there he is, the opposite of my face when I was eating ice cream. So yeah, so those are the printouts of them. The pages are a lot bigger. I got like a mix of stuff here. I really do like this new ruler I got. It's helpful to be able to see, like, to square off some lines just by lining them up to the grid that are in there. Yeah. I got the best rulers. Hold on, and a mess. Okay. Ow. Booby trap. Okay, let's see what we got here. So the artwork is kind of telling a story. Exactly, Robbie Fishing. These are the first few pages of my next graphic novel. So like you were seeing all the panels on each page, how I was describing them. A lot of those panels are going to have, well, some of them will have word balloons, like sometimes the characters are talking, sometimes sound effects like swish or crumple crumple or something like that, or harumph. But yeah, that's kind of the artwork I like to do, is storytelling art. And the good thing about it is I can just share an entire world with you guys, but the bad thing is it takes a long time. So this is, let's see. Oh, you got more. So this is kind of what it will be colored like. Same process, pencil on paper, and then I scan it into Photoshop and color it. So, yeah, I'll show you the very last one that I finished. Very last page. Here it is. So we draw them bigger than they're going to be when they're printed out for the book, because the details look a little tighter. It's easier to draw rather than drawing tiny little pages. You can get a little more detail when you draw it bigger. So here, let's see. So this is like the finished size, right? What is this? Let's see. I think it's like 6 by 10 or something like that. Not exactly. So what are these numbers? Give me like real regular numbers. Okay. So let's see. This is... Do all my rulers start with the numbers in the middle? Apparently not. Okay, so 6 3/4 by 10 1/4-ish. And so look at how much bigger the artwork is, and it gets shrunk down a size. So the artwork is, what is that? 10 by 14. How long have you been drawing, or how long have you been storytelling drawing? Drawing all my life. I started working professionally coloring other people's artwork for comics, and then doing my own book, probably. This book came out, I think it was 2017 or something. I don't remember. And this is the first bit of real storytelling art that I've done. So that took me a while to get the second book going. So it's been a while, and there's a lot of improvement, dare I say, from the first pages that I drew to these. So for example, a lot of artists don't like drawing backgrounds. They're time consuming, and it's a lot more fun to draw emotive characters just doing wacky poses and things. But when you're doing storytelling art, sooner or later, you need to place them in an environment. So it's kind of the last thing people want to do. And case in point, the first pages that I drew in the first book, very light on the backgrounds. Ugh, there's another portfolio. Let me find a good example of no backgrounds. Some of them I just flat out had to redraw because it's like, oh, you could do better than that. So let's see. This might be a good example because this is Grump going through his house again, or his yard. It's not exactly, this is the front yard, but just pay attention to like the details and the rendering of this page. There isn't any, it's all outline. Because I was a colorist, so I'm used to coloring in the line, so I basically made myself like the best coloring book ever. Look at that. So here, I think I actually redrew this figure. He looks too crazy cartoony. But look at the grass, look at the house. it's fine. You know where he is and you know what he's doing. But so now look at the house. Look at that. That's a huge difference, right? So if I don't look at this, then I feel like I don't learn anything. But to compare my work from 10 years ago to now, there's some improvement. It's not all perfect. Sometimes some of these pages I'm already looking at thinking like, I could have did this or that, or hi Chris. Don't worry, you can always fix the details in post. I know, right? And what's that saying? Everyone always says something like, don't let perfection get in the way of good enough, or I don't know, things like that. Meaning you can just fuss over the details and never have a completed project, and you're not going to feel any better if you just kind of did your best, put it out there, and take all those lessons that you learned to the next project so you can keep doing stuff. But that's hard to remind oneself when you're in the middle of it, like doing work that you think you could do better. So this, Robbie asks, so this is a second book, or has that already came out? A book one already came out. I need to reprint it. I had to put the sold out button on my website. I have like a couple few to take to San Diego Comic-Con coming up. So when this book is done, I'm gonna reprint both of them. Maybe a little bit of a nicer printing, a bigger order, so hopefully I can keep the per price book down a bit, because it's small batch printing, like self-publishing, is kind of spendy. So try to do the best we can to keep the price reasonable. Son of Adam says, you should create a tarot deck. You would do amazing. Oddly enough, I have a 3-print pack. Let me go show you. Hold on. And it's not strictly tarot, but I do like that art too. So it's interesting that you mention it. So this is gonna get crinkle because I've got like a bunch of plastic in my... Oh, I got it right! Like, good thing I just sat down again. Hold on a second, I'm not ready. What is it? Kyuichi? Is that who you are? Hi! Am I on? Did I turn my volume on? Okay. How are you? What did you do? Let's see. Your channel. Thank you so much. Hold on. Let's do this. The shout outs and all that. Okay. Hold on. Here, let's see. So what did you do? What was your how was your stream? Okay. Here we go. Makers and crafting. Okay. I was sewing some monkey with little paintbrushes on them. Oh no! See, you can post a link. I don't have links blocked off. I would love to see your monkey with little paintbrushes on him. Oh my goodness. It was good. How are you? I'm doing really well. Yeah, I was just talking with everybody about like comic book pages, like how you make them, and I don't know, just the perils of trying to make something perfect and never having it come out. So oh, tarot deck. Okay, the Son of Adam was asking me. See, look, you got another request for. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Here, son, we're gonna look at the tarot card thing in a second. Look, first, monkeys. I love a good monkey. All right, hold on. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Control copy. Control copy. Okay, here you guys. Here's this thing here. Control paste. Oh, that's not the one. Press function. Enter. There we go. Let's see. Did we do it? Oh, we did it. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, monkeys are pretty cool. They're right up there with frogs. I like monkeys and frogs. Aw. Yeah, if you have any socials you want to post, go straight ahead. We'll have a look. My head hurts and I need some quiet and snacks. Yeah, the snacks will probably help your head hurting. So go take a break. Thank you so much for bringing your friends by. I really appreciate it. I do needle felting, so I like to mix it with other crafts. Frogs are my favorite. Yes, frogs are fantastic. We were looking at frog pupils. Was it last week or the week before? They're beautiful. They look like little bits of jewelry. But just keep them in the head. They're for the frogs, they're not for your fingers. But yeah, frogs are pretty cool. All the poisonous ones that are really colorful, and the desert rain frogs that are the angry avocados. So go check out the artwork on Instagram there if you want to. Everybody, if you want to click on that link. Monkeys with paintbrushes. Just how could you not want that? Frog boats are so funny. They are, right? They're just a little Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I'm glad I sat down. I was up and out of my chair trying to get some artwork examples. Let's see. So let's see. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. Go grab us. You can hang out if you want, but I know, you're already done, and it's time to rest and take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see. Tarot inspired art for Son of Adam. Okay, let's see. How'd you like them? Crystals were really cute, right? That was nice. Okay. Okay, so then let's see. Oh, I was for the Raiders. This is what we were talking about. This is my first book, and I really do like storytelling art. And the thing is that the good thing is that you get to create a world for people to dive into, and it's like something I really like sharing with people. And the bad part is it just takes a long time, because if you're writing the story and then you're drawing it, you're coloring it. It's just it's a process, right? So let's see. There we go. A little bit of 1-point perspective. So basically the camera's on the ground and we're looking up towards the sky. Periwinkle's about to pounce on the sky, but she doesn't make the catch. That's okay, we still love her. And then here's the latest page that I drew. So this is we draw them small, like we do rough layouts, and then scan them and then make them bigger in the Photoshop. And then we get a light table like this and tape the layout to the back. You can kind of see the reverse image of it. It's just like a simpler version of what's already what it ends up being. There's probably like a million simpler ways to do this, mostly digital, but I just kind of do it the hard, old-fashioned way. Yeah. So then, let's see. You light box it, basics, and then you turn it off and you do the details. So that's the latest page. And the thing is, because I'm very slow, so my friends were like, all right, if you can't have ice cream until you finish a page. So I'm always really excited after I finish. Not because I finished a really hard page, but because I get to eat the ice cream. And this is how much I've learned over 10 years. This is the first book. You can see the house. It's pretty simple. I think I redrew this guy and put a patch there. But then now this is the house, how it looks. And look at that. Good. I'm glad to know I learned something, because just when you're in it, you don't see what's going on. You have to take a step back. Okay. So. These things. They're called The Mystical Misadventures and Portents of Peril. And it's a 3-card set featuring my characters doing weird stuff. And it is kind of loosely inspired by tarot cards. Like this would be the Moon card. And Grump being that he's a little lost soul trying to find himself and figure out, you know, who he is, what he wants to be, what kind of, he doesn't really even know how to be a friend. It's just him and his dog floating through space. So I actually made it, him floating through space. There you go. But it's a 3-card pack, and I was hoping I grabbed a bag that had them open. Oh, good. All right. So we've met Grump. Grump's the main character. So basically, it's kind of like a cross between just a little mini print and kind of a character card. So Grump's card is stay inside, there's a little icon of a cloudy stay inside, a little heart with a band-aid on it, bruised heart, and that's a tombstone, but it just means like new beginnings. I didn't want to be like, I don't know, too grim, but it does kind of mean a change or new beginnings. So there it is, like the stay inside, bruised heart, and the new beginnings. Is darkness cozy? Is it better to be alone? These are all questions Grump asks himself. It's time for a change, time for Grump to escape. There he is. So that's his. Let's see. Okay. Do I have a Manny here? Yeah, here's Manny. There's like, I think there's a magician card or something. So this was kind of like, and I've forgotten since it was only a loose sort of inspiration. So Manny the Tinkerer, I think it's kind of like the magician card. He likes to build stuff and invent robots and things. So this is this giant robot hand that he's working on. There's like scaffolding in the background. So Manny, creating and fixing, that's the little wrench thing there. Big ideas, the brain. Project funds, because Manny has a little bit of a job. So he's able to help these freeloaders have adventures. He's going to teach them how to build robots too. He'll invent the perfect machine. He'll fix your favorite thing. But what does Manny need? More robots. More robots. So that's the Manny card. And then Periwinkle is the castle card, because she's just full of chaos. So rather than doing a castle, I did a merry-go-round. So she's just riding into battle on this merry-go-round horse. Periwinkle's castle. It's all golden. There she is, looking for trouble. Let's see. So, what does she have? Ultimate destruction. She does like fire. There's a theme of fire in both books. I can't wait to get to that fire part. I'm worried about it because I've said this before. I've drawn scenes in this story that I better get ready to draw, because I think I might have drawn them. I've planned stuff beyond my current ability, so I better get good fast. Ultimate destruction. Find out this right there. And then the lightning bolt is chaotic power. Think, think, think. Wherever you find chaos, Periwinkle is in the center. She can start trouble or end it. Either way, you'll want her on your side. There she is. So depending on interest, I guess the interest will dictate if I continue with the set. It's kind of weird because when I take these to comic conventions, I need to go to more art fairs that aren't superhero comic related, because what happens is or pop culture events, people go to these things looking to buy bootleg drawings of their favorite existing movie, character, animation stuff, manga thing. And they like my Grump stuff, but it's like, I don't know what that is. So they go and get stuff that they're familiar with because everyone's, you know, they got a budget, right? So the answer to that is to get my book out and be part of the pop culture. That's all. That's all you gotta do. Just be part of the pop culture. Something profit, right? Okay, so let's see. Thank you, Son of Adam. I'm glad that you like it. So let's see. Put these away before I mess them up. I'm also drawing a little bigger. These first pages were on, is that 6x9 Bristol board? Nine by 12, I guess. Wait, what is it? Nine by 12, of course it is. 6x9 is itty bitty. And then the next one is actual Eon paper. It's like manga size. Let's see. There it is. It's a good company. And you can actually have them print your custom logo on there. I didn't do that. I didn't feel like I earned it yet or something. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever feel like that, so may as well stop thinking about that. Okay, so let's see. I grabbed this from, here we go. Oh look, see, I did correct that little walk. Oh, I apparently I wasn't happy with, I corrected the I put a tiny bit of rendering into the fence posts and a tiny bit of rendering into the roof there, and I redrew his little figure so it's not all like loosey-goosey. So then what I probably did was in Photoshop, I just kind of clipped that out and then copied and pasted that over. And it's got the layout still taped to the back. So let's see. Put you here. Are you good? Okay. There. Oh, this is still like the end of the last book. By the end, I was putting more backgrounds. It only took me 50 pages to figure that out, I guess.
Hello?
Hello! Yay! Thank you for the sub. Hello indeed. How are you doing? You've been so busy. Ah, it's so good to see you again. 6 months in a row. No kidding. Thank you. Yes, my friend, hello. Yeah, I'm taking a walk through memory lane. I just finished another page, so I was like comparing how much more rendering I'm putting into the pencils. All right, here's the current book. So yeah, it's a little bit of a difference. I'm always busy, but don't know why I do it to myself. Yeah, I don't know. You got stuff to do, things you want to accomplish. I guess that's all right. I'm not too bad, actually. I'm really glad that I'm getting pages done, even though it's taken its sweet time here. It's really nice to see it coming along. Weird about this one. I'm not at all into AI. I think if it's like a personal assistant who's going to organize your to-do list, sure, but not to take art from other people and then repurpose it and say, oh, I made this. No, you did. You stole it from people. So I'm not super into AI art. But the reason I bring it up is for while I was working on this page, before it was done, it was just like I didn't have him drawn in yet. I didn't have the kitchen finished. It was just kind of loose. And on, what was it? YouTube, it used to be on YouTube that you could choose one of 3 thumbnails. It just picks it randomly from parts of the video. So I thought I was doing that, but there was only the one. And I thought, well, it's in the middle, it was, here's this thumbnail that's being used. And on one side it said upload a different one. On the other side it said generate another one. So I thought that's where it would just pick from the video, but that meant AI was gonna just create one. As soon as I clicked on it, it was like thinking, generating, doing this, doing that. I'm like, oh, no, back out. Too late, right? So that doggone thing took this page that was in the video that I was partially drawing. It completed it, it colored it, it populated it with characters from other videos on my channel, and I was like horrified. It was kind of gross feeling. I didn't use it, and I was just kind of angry, like, this, you nosy little thing. I clicked you on accident, and now I'm like part of the problem or something? I don't know. So I won't make that mistake again, but hopefully it matters that I don't click on it again. Yeah, there it is. So, got several pages to go. Like, yeah. Let's see. It's probably gonna be 50 pages maybe long. I'm on page 8. Ah, I got a lot to do. Okay, so let's see. I dropped some stuff here. Problem says, yeah, I'm also not a fan of generated art stuff. I do ask AI 5,000 other questions though. And sometimes it just, that's the only option. Like when you search something, the top search result is AI generated. It's like, I didn't do that on purpose, but you're making everybody do it. So let's see. I was gonna do a little bit of watercolor today. How is school stuff doing, Pablo? Are you at all done? Close to being done? I just got there was a post that came up on my YouTube. Marissa, if you're watching, congratulations. My cousin just finished the coursework for her doctorate in music something or other. I'm so sorry, I should memorize the what, but that's amazing. So sometimes you just keep going. You keep going to school and you accomplish all the things and you can't help it. You're just driven to completion. Eight out of 50 is better than 0 out of 50. Exactly. I'm like, progress. Just keep going. Keep eating that ice cream. Yes. And the AI generated response is usually wrong and frequently not even on topic. Most of my questions are like, how many, what is it? How many liters are in like 3 tablespoons or something? I don't know, that's backwards, but like mixing units of measurement. I'm done with my master's. Yes, I'm about 50% done with my doctorate. Oh my gosh. My goodness. Keep going. You already are. See, what are you going to do afterwards? You're just going to be floating. You're going to have all the education. You have all the education. All of it. You wrung it dry. Engaged in planning a wedding. Aww. EJL Day. Hi. How are you? It's good to see you back. Yeah, I would check the box. Some college. Some college for me. Okay, so this, let's see. I have to load up my vending machine for San Diego Comic-Con. It's gonna have stickers. I just placed a sticker order. Key rings and a couple pieces of original art a day I'm going to put in there. So I still have a few to do. So I'm going to do another one today. See, look at this one. Oh, I need to sign it. This is what we did last week. This is rough. Wait, yeah, rough. Arches rough watercolor paper. I tried hot press. It was a little too smooth. I still have to finish this one. Some things I like about it. It needs, just like what happened with this one, where at the end it was very pale and I just went over with a darker color, which is fine. You're supposed to layer watercolor, right? I need to do the same with this, but I don't have a plan yet, so I just set it aside. And also it's not 3x3, so it won't fit into the vending machine. So I'll probably like beef this up too at some point when I figure out the plan. So yeah, I got a bunch of hot there. Oh. What else is this? This is rough. I was learning about watercolor paper and which kind of texture I liked better. Did I flip you over? Okay, good. I guess I like rough. And this is so close to rough. This is cold press for sure. I need to write C's on the back of all these before I forget. I don't, all of them? Why they cut so many? You love the Perry drawing? Oh, with the froggy? Frog hug. Oh, yeah. Some of it came out kind of cool. I like the rougher look. Need more frog colors. So stinking cute. He's like, who you calling cute? Okay, so yeah, you can see the difference between the rough cold press and hot press. It's just basically smooth. So rough is like drawing on cement. This one's just super smooth, like any sort of Bristol or something. What's the difference between Bristol and plate and hot press? Are they describing different attributes? I keep flipping these. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna, part of this is so I can draw on the right side. Here. So yeah, this looks like I got it. This is the business end, and the smoother side is like the back side. So I flipped them over because I was about to write cold press on the backs. I just trimmed these like a minute ago. I was thinking of painting some kind of, we were talking about those, are they called sunfish? The really huge flat ones, and making it into more of like a robot kind of dirigible. Let's see. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Sunfish? Is that what it's called? Oh yeah, that's the one. This guy. Robot Man, I have returned. Oh, hi Izzy. Wait, what are we doing? I'm gonna start painting. I was doing a little show and tell for some of the pages that I'd been drawing. Let's see. Here, I'll do a quick one for you. You and Robot Man. Robot Man's like a Grump fan from way back. So, okay. Let's see. So this is a layout. You draw it small, and so it got a little bit of a reworking because this wasn't obvious that he was coming out of a front door. So you move the camera out and down a little bit so you can see more door, more dramatic. He pops his head out to look at the trash bin. He drags the trash bin inside. So this got a replacement because it's unclear what's happening here. So if you pull the camera back a little bit, show a little bit more of the living room that he's in, now you know he's inside. Because sometimes since the story's in my head, I feel like everything's really obvious, but when you show someone who doesn't know the story, you find out like how you really need to push some things to make the story very clear. So I moved the camera here, did that, and then this is the finished piece. So you see how it, same but more detail. So yeah, that's my day job. And right now, we're gonna paint some sunfish. Thanks for dropping in, Izzy, I appreciate it. Haven't been to the other live streams. Life gone away. Of course, Robot Man. You don't even have to say so. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Comic-Con in less than a month. See you soon. Yay, yes. Finally got to 62 subscribers on my channel. Congrats. That's great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you. San Diego Comic-Con is like in a couple weeks. So let's see. Hi, oh, hold on. It tails. Robert Chavez. Just in case I miss you again, hello. Sorry, I saw your hello too late last week. Okay, there, everything is labeled. So we'll pick, this looks like a good one. All right, we'll do some painting. So yeah, I was thinking if there's a way to make this giant flat looking fish into some sort of drone type of floaty sail robot, something or other, I don't know. Being that I don't know, Could either be a really good thing or a bad thing. But you know what? What do we have to lose? I'm either going cosplayed as Bane from Dark Knight Rises or Derek from Stranger Things. Oh my goodness, both would be amazing. I can't wait. Okay, let's see. All right, so this is zoomed in. Let me bring you guys back down. Okay, we'll try this and then see if it doesn't sink further and settle into a perfect spot. Okay. That's all right. It's good. Let's see. All right. So I wonder, you know what I need? Like a little tiny window for the web stuff so I can have some reference open on the side. Who's the favorite here? This guy is pretty chunky looking. When I'm there, you'll know I'm there, says Robot Man. Huh? I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see you. Okay, let's see. Ooh, look at this guy. Ocean sunfish. Ah! Can you look at that? Ah, they're big. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I do need. He's just big with. What does his back fin look like? Oh, it's just like very broad, I guess. Let's see. Okay, try that for now. And crazy long things. I should learn the names of the position, like the fins, according to what position they're in. And then just a little. Okay, so this is basically what the regular guy looks like, but we need to make him more machine. He's got a brow. Okay. All right. So, where's my favorite pencil? Oh, he's over here. All right, ready. So, what could make this regular fish look like a flying robotic fish? I'm thinking like panels, sheet metal panels and rivets, lights. Should he have like some sort of area for Manny to ride on him? Where would I put Manny? On the top? Something like that. Doesn't Manny need scuba gear? Does he need to be inside something? I feel like the whole thing should be lowered a little bit so we got more Manny room. And let's see. That came right off there. Okay. So maybe, let's see. There should be like a ride along bubble thing on the inside, kind of built into that top fin. And then, let's see, then big fish stuff. Crazy brow, big old. I think fish look best when their mouths are open. They look like they have stuff to say. Okay, and then that crazy, just broad, that back fin is just not what I expected. That's why it's a sunfish, I guess. It's just so round. And if I don't do it round like that, it's not gonna look like a sunfish. He needs more underside. Definitely. Maybe we can make him old gold, brassy kind of color. Okay, his fins are a little small, but we're sacrificing fin length for Manny visibility. And he's just going to be this tiny little guy in there. So let's see. Does he need hi Vince. How are you? What are you doing? Do you guys do anything for 4th of July? Who is in the United States? I think a lot of you guys are. I didn't do anything. Sounded like a war zone though. I felt sorry for the doggies. So, a steering wheel of sorts. That's not what they're called in a boat though. Should he wear a little hat? That might look grumpish. Maybe it's so tiny. It's just gonna fussy up the story of what's going on here. Let's see. We had some bars kind of close to us doing World Cup stuff, and then with 4th of July it's been pretty noisy here. Not obnoxious noisy, just festive I guess, which is nice. I think if I have to choose a place that it's like a city where there's a lot going on, maybe there's a little noise, I would choose that over some place that's rural and really quiet. Just I think because that's what I've grown up in, more of a not exactly a quiet city. I went to visit somebody in, was it El Paso? I forgot where it was, but the night was pitch black and like dead quiet, and it was unnerving because I wasn't used to it. So I didn't mind the noise. It's not always that bad. Okay, so there's Manny. You guys are all zoomed in this much. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much. So I'm gonna take some of the wiggliness out of some of the fin details, since this one's made out of metal. Okay, so then how do I, let's see, I've already decided this is gonna be kind of like in line with one another. So there's the top. Where's the bottom? Kind of right here. And then how do you tell the difference between his body and his back fin? It's just all blended. It's just all blended. Let's see. Look at that. What else we got here? I'm using DuckDuckGo. And you know what you can do with DuckDuckGo as a search engine? You can tell it to, or maybe you can do that with all of them. But it was really easy in DuckDuckGo to tell it to not show you AI images. But I mean, people could lie, I guess. But what else? That's all I could do, right? So, and I was on a frog page, and sure enough, when I clicked that, a lot of frogs disappeared. Lion frogs. Yeah, there's it's just smooth. Oh, they kind of go back a little. The fins. Do they always? Let's see. Was making some tea. I think you missed some of my earlier message though. Did I? Let's see. Let's have a look. Where's my mouse? There we go. What tea did you make? I took the summer off classes to really identify if I wanted to finish and what I wanted out of my doctorate. That sounds wise. Also to travel and have vacations for the first time in my life. Where did you go? How'd you like it? Any surprises? Backpacking trip to South Dakota. I could keep reading and get the answers. So fun, but so exhausting. Backpacking, I bet. Backpacking through South Dakota. What does that look like? Is it beautiful? I recently found some pictures that were really impressive of, was it Lake Superior or something, and how beachy it is? I was surprised, like white sandy beach. I was thinking, yeah, dirt on the lake, I get it, but no, it's like very, very much like what I would expect a beach to look like. I wonder, it's like, you wouldn't have that salty air thing, but is that like the best part of the beach? Mostly like the views, right? And the splish splash in the water. How cold is it? I don't know. I made a chai tea. It sounded yummy, and I'm feeling a little cold. Oh, cold? It seems like everyone's going through a heat what do you call it? Heat wave. Well, we went back to the Badlands, so it's gorgeous, but basically a Grand Canyon. Badlands of South Dakota? Is that a thing? Hold on, we're gonna go on an adventure real quick. Badlands. Oh, let's see. Oh, I should put more than that. National Park. Oh, it's at National Park. See, I don't know. Pardon my ignorance. This is how I learn. Oh, that's nice. That's so nature. You guys seeing some of that? Wow. We went to South Carolina a few weeks prior. That's where we got engaged. Visited my brother who's getting deployed to Japan for 3 years. Really? So, did your brother choose that place or sent there without his choosing? Like, I think, can't you choose where you want to go and you find out if you get your choice or not? Japan's nice. Is that, I forgot what the tropical Japan place was. I always want to say Osaka, and that's not it. Let's see. Hold on, it's hot outside, but it's cold inside my home. That's kind of nice, though. It's really hard to keep the hot out, so that it's cold in your house is probably better. Bundle up, eat, drink your tea, and be cozy. It's harder to go the other way. Like, it's so hot you can't cool down no matter what you do. We got to see bison and prairie dogs and sheep and all kinds of stuff at Badlands. It was so cool. That sounds awesome. They said if he doesn't go, they won't let him retire at 20 years. Oh, retire at 20 is kind of awesome. Okinawa, that's the one. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. I've never been. 3 years? Wait. So he's gonna spend his last bit of years in Okinawa? I mean, as long as things don't go crazy, that's kind of nice. Retired at 20. Not bad. Yes, hang on. Wife and 3 kids. Guess what? How old are his kids? I mean, you don't have to answer any of this if it's too much detail, but I'm curious because it's different for, like, kids respond to moves differently depending on how old they are. Okay, I said I was going to give this guy more of a chin. Needs more underside. Yeah, he's been in since 18, so he retires at like 38, 40. 6, 4, and 2. All right, little ones. High schoolers would have a fit, I think, if you suggested that they move mid-high school. All right, this is a big, big, big fish. It's taking up the whole 3 inches. All right, so let's see. Things I haven't figured out. How the little cockpit kind of bubble affixes to the fish. And it's skinny, so should I create it in a way where it enhances like that skinny form factor? He's been to Japan before, so he's excited. It's just a long time and far away. They had just bought a home and everything. Oh, yeah, that complicates things. We go to Tokyo Comic-Con in December. And we've been to Osaka and Kyoto. And that's it. We like it. Here, let's stop the bubble. Here, maybe. Super. This is the problem I have. Too much detail in something that's going to be watercolor on cold pressed paper. What is this? What is my problem? Okay, let's see. You like to challenge yourself. It's like lack of preparation. It's a... All right, now what? What'd you do? Would you paint yourself in a corner again, did you? No, boy, you having fun? I am, actually. What's not to like? You like drawing a sunfish robot? I want to draw a sunfish robot. What is the deal with your fins? Here, let's have a fin exploration. Okay. Where's a good fin shot? I see no fin. Just a little upwardy thing. So they're like flappy up and downers, not side to siders. Okay. That one's getting a little snacky. Lucky little guy. Okay, there you go. They're up and downers. I did a side to sider. Up and downers. Technical terms, right? Okay, but they still have to have some sort of mechanical something. So we'll have to figure out which will be mechanically and which will retain enough fishness. We'll see. How to blend the two. Let's give it a little pinched in area where it attaches and flare it out where it flaps around. There's another fish I like. Some like, is it a grouper? Like a largemouth grouper? It's just the, like, it just looks like there's not a thought in its head. I think you can say that with a lot of fish, but this one in particular, it's just all forehead and mouth. I like that one too. Can figure out these eyes. Maybe we can make them look more glass-like and then put rings around them with rivets. Okay, so let's see. Figure out this bubble on the top. want it to sink, or just abut this top fin thing.
Game begin.
Do I put those like Bioshock looking rails along the outer side of it, or make it just a clear glass bubble? Because I kind of want to do the framing around it. Do I have a scratch piece? Like, so I can make it, let's see, I'll show you. So it could just be like an open domey thing. Just, I don't know, nothing. Or it could be like have that cage thing around it. Maybe I can just creatively break it up so you can still see the Manny inside. I kind of like that one better. The one with the cage around it. All right. Oh, good point, Chris. Steampunk or Jetsons punk? Steampunk. Steampunk because there's rivets. There's gonna be lots of panels, kind of don't exactly match. Yeah, that's a good point, Chris. It's like, what's the story you're trying to tell? Okay, so then something like that. Needs another one right there. And then, all right, paneling. Wait, let's do his, let's do the weird rings around his eyes. Okay, let's fix that. So let's see. I keep picturing like a long panel broken up into some smaller ones. Pick where they go. And this is where we can enforce like the flatness of this crazy little fish. Okay, so let's see. Base panels kind of matter because then I could just, I don't want to accidentally obstruct certain elements. Maybe keep most of his face kind of free and clear of stuff, and then the rest around it can be broken up smaller. Let's see. Maybe just do a little weird, catchy one right there. Is that? It feels like I didn't make it level. Oh, should I separate the fin and put hinges on it? I think I should. So let's erase that. There we go. And then let's see, something hinge. Okay, then I should do the same with his side fin here. 1, 2, I'll do 2 little pretend hinges. Okay, he needs extra panels right here. Okay. What else does he need? Rivets. Let's see. Should I make the pencil lines darker and then just watercolor over the pencil? And then maybe enhance stuff with color pencil? We haven't tried that before. Make a sunfish, yeah. Okay, so maybe I'll try that just for experiment's sake. Go from pencil so I can make the pencil darker. That's easy enough. Rivets. Let's see. Zzz, 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 zzz. Because that's the sound it makes. Let's do that. And then hi, Ryan. How are you doing today? I'm doing this crazy little Manny. It's not a dirigible, is for the air, right? So this is just the submersible fish. Yeah, one of those. So good at naming things. It's a sunfish, yeah. They do have similar, you know what? I thought I saw a picture of, in the reference, with 2 sunfish in front of with 2 angelfish in front of the sunfish. See if I can see it again. Oh, I don't think that's it. I don't think I'll be able to find it because I couldn't even see the sun or the angelfish until I clicked on it. Oh, those aren't angelfish. Let's see, where's the picture? Okay, no, those are something else. Let's see. Such a strange creature. I know, right? Okay. So we're only a couple minutes away from painting. I'm just gonna go straight from pencil, but I need to make some of these lines a little darker. Okay. So let's see. What are my favorites? You're nice. How is your day today, Ryan? Any highlights? Hi, Web. Oi, says Web. I'm making a fish. A submersible, piloted sunfish. Not really any highlights, says Ryan, but I'm doing some pixel art at the moment. Oh, nice. Pokemon adaptations. Oh, I bet those are cool. Huh. We saw Project Hail Mary. Was it on Netflix or something now? It was cute. I didn't realize it was a book. And someone said that the audiobook was really good. So I tried to get that on Hoopla, I guess? No, I don't want that there. I just want it to be unobstructed thinness. So I went to Hoopla and it wasn't available. And there are other Hail Mary books that I have zero interest in. Found that out. It's very important to throw that project in front of the Hail Mary. But then I was thinking, our library card is still in the Riverside area, and I was wondering if I got one for Los Angeles, if they'd have more selection. Movie was just added to Amazon Prime. Okay, so then that's probably where I saw it. Yeah, Amazon. Did you see it, Shadow? Did you read the book? I haven't seen it yet. I read the book a week ago. How'd you like? Was it good? You read it? You didn't audiobook it? doesn't matter to me. I was just, I heard the audiobook was good. And not that the written book isn't, but sometimes audiobooks aren't. They're just hard to listen to. You know, it was a great audiobook, the best audiobook of all time? World War Z, which has no resemblance to the movie at all. I would recommend that one. That's a movie I'd like to see. Now that's a mini-series that they should make. Like the actual World War Z book as a mini-series would be fantastic. It would be like Band of Brothers, but zombies. As I know, as zombies are kind of over anyway, though. So, zombie fatigue. You know, there's a couple of audiobooks, not many though, and the story by Robert, what was his name? It's a really famous script writing book. That was actually pretty good. Hey, fishy. Hi, Identity. Howdy, Grump has a spaceship. This is, it's gonna be Manny's submergible sunfish-esque dippy device. I don't know. How you doing? This will be an experiment on cold press, Arches cold press paper, and I think I'm gonna just watercolor over it straight from pencil to give it like a softer look rather than fighting with the ink, and then maybe after the fact go over it with some color pencils. If I hate it, I mean, like I said, what do you got to lose? It's the perk of doing a bunch of little 3x3 paintings. You just try stuff out. This is the intake. Must be open. I'm not drawing the exhaust. It's just somewhere. Don't worry about it. Had a tooth pulled. I felt like gremlins were living in my skull and throwing bottles at the inside. Ugh! Seemingly I'm okay today. Good. I cleaned up and prepared to make some art. Perfect. Let's art together. Well, I'm glad that you got rid of a pesky tooth. Hopefully it's for the better. I've only had my wisdom teeth pulled out. They didn't even give me the option of going unconscious. They just crunched them out of my skull. I tried to listen to music, but it's just the crunch is in your bones. You can't put the music loud enough to not hear it. I tried to pick music I liked but I didn't love, because I knew it would like create a thing. Like every time I hear Lily Allen's Smile, I think of getting my wisdom teeth pulled out. So that's how long ago that was. That's a good song though. All right. Coming to the end of plating this guy. I was awake too. The numbing made it fine during the process. It better, right? But the thing is, you're still getting your head like yanked around. The pulling, the sounds. Ugh. If any of you guys are like getting that done though, it's okay. It's good. It ends quickly. Don't worry about it. We all survive. Okay. Ready to paint? Identity, I finished another page, another grump page for book 2. I'll just show you real quick. It should be right here. Where are you? So easily, I lose all my stuff. Here's the layout. This is like the better layout. And then here's the page. There's the page. Look at that. Oops, did I? There you go. It's like going out the back door. Gonna get this bin, garbage, drag it straight inside the house like a crazy person. And it's about to go down. That earned me a split scoop of strawberry pretzel and what was the other part? I forgot. I think it wasn't a new flavor. But you know what they did have at Salt and Straw? It was something habanero ice cream. Very nice, high detail work. Thank you very much. I want you guys to like sink in and like be there with him. I want you to feel his pain and like celebrate his triumphs. So I have to make it real, but not so much that it's like bogged down with obnoxious detail where it's like, oh, that's a lot to look at. So it's kind of a weird balance to make. Yeah, but I had I tasted the habanero ice cream. It was too spicy. I'm too much of a wimp. So I just went with some typical strawberry pretzel, and I forgot the other one. Must not have been very exciting. I've been eating infinite popsicles to numb my gums. That's a good plan. That is a very good plan. Yeah, when I got my wisdom teeth pulled out, there was nothing, because you're not supposed to chew, right? But I couldn't even, it was like mashed potatoes were too chewy for me. I just, pudding, and that's it. Maybe some oatmeal, because you could just kind of swallow it. I don't know. That's good. There we go. I could not fathom a spicy ice cream. It wasn't bad. It was a little too spicy, and it was just like give you like these itty bitty little spoons to taste. And it was spicy just from that little taste. And I figured with stuff like that, it kind of can get cumulative, the spice level. So I figured, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy this in the long run. I kind of like just want some scratches and stuff. Applesauce and soup for me. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And some popsicles. I used to like, what were they? Not the bomb pops. Those were like the red, white, and blue. I got a scented candle that's supposed to smell like that. It's like berry, lemon or something. But there was a peach one. It was like, it was yellow and orange. One long one that you'd get at from the ice cream man. That one was my actual favorite. Fudgicles were good too, but I forgot what that other one was called. Everything in its place so I could find you. What was that thing called? Let's see. Mouse. Okay. What would I even search? Yellow and orange popsicle? Who did it? Oh, thank you, Soda Brain. Welcome. Welcome in. I'm about to paint this, but in typical distracted fashion, I need to know what this yellow and orange popsicle was called. Yeah, it just has like regular ones from the ice cream truck. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Who are you? Big stick. It was a big stick and it was delicious. Big stick. Yeah, that's my guy right there. That was a good one. Did it even show up for you guys? Oh, sorry, very important stuff. Kind of. You can see it enough. Yeah, that was the yummy one. Worth it. All right, so let's see. I got, this might be a good option or a good opportunity for some of these granulating colors. That would be a good one. Let's see how this reacts to cold press. Did I try it on the hot press? Do I have a spare hot press? Yeah, let's see. I was thinking like the granulating colors don't really look their best on the really absorbent rough watercolor paper because it absorbs before the particles have time to just separate and settle. Everything just like stays in its mixed up form and then just evenly dries. So I was wondering if I might have a different experience using slightly less rough. And this is like just smooth. So I'm gonna sacrifice this piece of fine watercolor paper to see if I can get it to do the granulating nice stuff. Oh, I've got extra stuff in here. Soda Brain says, I am new to streaming my art on Twitch and also exploring other artists who stream on here. Your existing work looks really cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, welcome in. I mostly, what would you guys say? It's like right now it's a lot of mini watercolor stuff. I'm still trying to learn certain techniques, just basic stuff really. I did a lot of commissions with Copic marker and just different types of pens. Not a lot of watercolor, so I've got a lot to learn. And I'm finding out which types of paper I like better. I don't know. And then also doing interior art for the graphic novel. Because I'm not allowed to eat ice cream unless I finish a page, so I'm not eating enough ice cream. So I'm cranky. I was thinking next time I finish a page, rather than running straight to Salt and Straw, I should get like a sundae or a shake or something extra. Okay, let's see. So this looks khaki, but it should do this granulating thing where it separates into like more of a yellow with kind of desaturated violet edges. So it's just sitting on top of the paper, it's not absorbing, so that's probably a good thing. It took me a while to find art communities that I was into, because there's all kinds of people doing all different types of art, but sometimes it's not the stuff that you're drawn to, so to speak. And we're gonna set this aside and see what it does. So once I found one, it kind of started, like maybe the algorithm or Twitch or just my habits started kind of showing me other art streamers that I liked. So hopefully that happens for you too, where you can just load up your follows with stuff that's inspiring. Because it's kind of, we're all just sitting here alone doing art. So it's nice to have something on while you're working. And it's like co-working. It's like pretending it's a studio environment. Okay, so I definitely want to use that weird khaki color that I just tried. I tend not to go for stuff that's already metallic. What are these other colors here? I need to make a new swatch for this. Well, technically, I'm writing code to analyze art images. Really? What's your code going to find out with this analyzing? Like, this sucks. Verified. And you can say, it's not me, it's the program that sucks. So you take it up with the program. Okay, so this is a beefy brush. I think, should I stay with the beefy one? Let's get a little smaller here. There we go. Okay. So let's decide what we're gonna do here. Looking for discontinuities and unintended edges in ICC profiles. What do you use to convert from RGB to CMYK? Oh, that's some fine-tuning stuff there. I feel like people's opinions of their finished color work is changing now, because a lot of people, their sole distribution is for web stuff, and so they're not as concerned like I am about colors that don't print well, because I see a lot of really juicy images on Instagram and like, that's not going to print like that, and they don't mind because that's how it's going to exist. But I try to pick stuff that's gonna look well printed, look as good as it does online as it does in print, which is why I don't like to use metallic colors so much. They don't reproduce the same in a printed thing. And yes, I'm oversimplifying, but it's about finding quality issues that many people miss. Yeah, oversimplify, please. Do me the favor and please oversimplify, because I really want to understand what you're doing. And if you explain it to me like you would a coworker, I won't appreciate what you're doing because it'll be too confusing. It's a sign of intelligence too, right? To explain something to someone to help them understand like complex things in a simple way. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. This guy is not drying. It just almost looks like a slug. Needs little eyes right there.
Game begin.
So I was thinking goldy brass something or other. So that would be this yellow ochre, but with some green. It lives right by the green that I want to use too. Just a tip, just a touch. Okay. All right, now you get the ochre in it. Muddy up my palette. Really see that.
When the drum beats go, play this.
Yeah, I guess working light to dark though. Just, it's okay if the first pass is too faint and watered down. Oh, hold on. Do I do the thing like real painters do and you just like cover it in something? Like a beige color? Beige with a little bit of violet or something? And then start going over it again and picking out things? Like an underpainting? Should I do that? So then if I do that, I have to figure out, is there shine on this? He's probably not gonna be shiny because it's underwater. It's not gonna be that glinty. And I'm definitely not gonna do water refracted lighting on it. Is that what it's called? That's just, I'm not there yet. Okay, we'll do that, little fishy. Little Mickey fishy. We have to pick a color for you though. We'll see. Give me this one. I could water down the granulated thing, but then it's gonna do a bunch of weird stuff all over. Maybe don't do the weird stuff everywhere. Just do some nice, smooth wash of like beigey, desaturated beigey something or other. This green is very like translucent. I hated it until I realized how to use it. Now I just dislike it. See, no, I don't like that one. Just for something else, but let's see. Hold on, maybe I do. No, maybe with like more water and more like violet or not violet, like a wisteria. That's kind of like violet. Periwinkle? Is it kind of like violet? I don't know. Let's just see. See what this looks like. Seems a little dark. It's buff titanium. Okay, now it's like a creamy, warm gray. MPT! How are you? I'm in a watercolor over pencil today. That's kind of safe. So I was gonna do just a wash of color underneath. So what is this gonna dry like? It dries lighter, right? So is it just gonna disappear completely? This guy is still soaking. Very busy, but doing okay. All right. Okay is good. Hopefully busy will be difficult now, but good for later. Hi, I'm Manny. I blew up your radiator by accident. I left your bill in the mail. Vince, that is perfect. I like that. I should make that a little command for you guys. Put words into Manny's mouth. Just a lot of moving stuff to balance. Oh, are you moving? Is that happening now? Or are you just moving stuff to balance? Like literally. I doubt you're talking about juggling. I'm doing good. I'm kind of stressed because there's the San Diego Comic-Con is like right around the corner. Yep, movies happening for sure. We leave August 3rd. That is coming up. You're right. Where are you going? Well, you don't have to answer that. Are moving out of Japan? You don't have to get more specific. Ooh, you got this. Thank you. Yeah, that's very light. I would say that's almost... I said it's kind of not worth it. A little darker? Little cooler? Yeah, leaving Japan, we spend a bit of time in California visiting friends, still working out the rest. Okay. Yeah, that's better to try to have a place to stay while you're looking for a place to live. So you have a little bit of time and you're not jumping on the first thing that's not quite right because you only have like a week to find a place, which is awful. So, on to a new adventure. All right, we'll try that. Slightly darker. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Like, I'll leave him alone. Okay, hold on. Because if I do like the water blue first, but that's too dark. He should be lighter. So I'll do his overpaint first, then do blue around it, but kind of letting it bleed in if I want, so it can kind of maybe unify him into the water a bit, take on some of that watercolor, but the color of water, but like attach him to his watery environment. So then I would just do his body, and I'll leave the little glass dome alone. That should have a little more watercolor to it. Shadow, you've got a really pretty fish. Who is that? If I picture it looking to the right, it looks like a fancy seahorse head, but he's swimming to the left, so that's fish for sure. But it's like that drawing of a rabbit. One way it looks like a rabbit, the other way it looks like a duck. Can I see you? Oh, that's fancy. Subnautica. Oh, I don't know. Subnautica Half Moon, limited time only emote. Oh, you got something for doing something. I like those. Let's see. Lots to look forward to, says MPT. So, MPT, what's the number one thing that you're really looking forward to? Is it food related or weather related? Event kind of related? Something that you're like, oh, it'd be nice to be able to do this at a, at a moment's notice. Okay. So I'm gonna keep using this big brush. Should I use this? Yeah, because I want it to be imperfect. I'm gonna sweep over some color over this thing, and I have no idea what's gonna happen with the pencil. I'm assuming the pencil's gonna stay put. I don't know, we're about to find out together. There he is. Let's see. I don't even have like a vista. Okay, here we go. Okay, something like that. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's just supposed to have like some sort of unifying, I don't know what. I've seen them do it on the internet, so we'll do it too. Okay, so then let it dry and then layer over this. We'll give it a little more dimension and detail. Maybe. I should pick a blue color. I should have had that set up while everything's wet, but here we are. Okay, let's find a, I want it to be like greeny blue. This is very tropical. So a little desaturated, a little green added. Do I dip into that same transparent green that I have? That's green. What do you look like? That's kind of nice. Emeraldy. Here, we'll try that. We'll use something pointier. Should I make more? Shoot. I always do this. 2 drips of paint. Alright, we'll go for it. So it's okay if these two kind of bleed into each other, because I want them to be like friends. I want the paints to get to know each other. So what I could do is water the top so that it can zero planning. Zero planning. This is what happens. The more I plan, the less I get done. So here we are. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like that it's dipping in there a little. The green is getting into the back like I was accounting for. See if I can't like throw in. Why did I use you in? I don't remember using this color. Like a just darker blue. Touch it and let it bloom out. Professional. Just let it, you soak it with water so it curls up to almost unusable proportions. Make sure you get a lot of water on your working surface so it gets on the backside and everything stays nice and soggy. That's technique. That is some technique right there. All right. I still want more blue. All right, we'll try that. We'll see where that gets us. So we can still pick out once it dries. Now it should dry, because if I try to do anything else, like if I try to watercolor one of the panels a separate darker color, it's just gonna bloom right out. Okay, so you know what that means. Time for this guy. Hush. Okay. So let's see. This is perfect. I like that. I kind of soaked in there. So then I could still do another coat of darker watercolor, kind of maybe darker on the bottom and light on the top, now that it's dry, and then have like a harder line between the water and the little fishy submersible, but it'll still have like some of that color in there, so I like that. I would say some of these lighter parts I can reserve for more of the goldy, like the old gold color panels. Since to put the gold here, it's gonna just look like a darker desaturated. So maybe like here on the side of the face, maybe this long piece here, and I don't know, maybe these two, like a goldish color, not the actual metallic gold. Actual metallic gold looks dark, so as soon as I paint like some metallic color, it just appears dark, unless you hold it specifically to the light so the light catches it so it shines, but most of the time it's picking up shadow. It's so pretty though. I've got a whole jar of gold and I just like staring at it. Here, stare at it with me. Everybody, look. Ah, look at that. That's good stuff. I don't know, once it's done, if I feel like putting a couple dots here and there, but it can't do the heavy lifting for anything that you want to look metallic in the end. All right, so let's see. You're so backwards, camera. I'd like to think that's a little better, but sometimes everything looks unchanged, all the same. Okay, so what was the thoughts on? See, it didn't granulate on this either. I mean, I guess it made little nuggets, but it didn't do the thing that it did on the paper that Schmincke provided. They knew. They're like, oh, this is the stuff This is the only paper this paint looks good on. It's linty, not linty, but it's like fuzzy feeling. And it has little divots in it. And it's hard for me to make it look good. What if I retouch it with more right now? Dip of paint, drop of water to make it skedaddle, and let's see if that does something. It has granulated well on some of your other papers. Yeah, I just don't remember which ones. Okay, so here it is in the background of this. This is Arch's rough. I don't think I liked it because I added some metallics just for some zing. What else? I know there is another one. I don't think it's in here. Oh, this one is a good example of a granulating color. It's a different, this one is, where? Okay. So let's see. Okay, so it's this one. Yeah, that did its thing here. So I don't know if I cold press. Cold press. So it must be Arches because that's the only ones I bothered to write the, which is what I'm using now, right? I don't understand. Well, I didn't try it on this though, did I? I tried it on hot press. I think we should try it. I think we should. I could put it on, what would be a good size? It's not something, it needs to be on the shadowy side, but not too small. So like maybe this little panel right here. Itty bitty amount. Okay. Little droplets of that purple color. Look, it's doing everything I want it to do. It's doing it on the metal. Okay, we'll see how that does. Now we wait. So should I mix for that goldy, like old tarnishy gold color? I got some yellow here. Do I just go straight to the green? I think it should be like yellow. It should be like yellow with a bit of this ochre and green. I'll try that. Here, you gotta go somewhere where I'm not gonna dump paint on you. Oh, okay. My nicest brushes. Don't mix the paint with the nice brushes. Am I? There we go. So I just basically need 4 panels worth, 4 itty bitty metallic panels of some kind of tarnishy old gold. There's yellow. That's dark. Throw more yellow. Okay, and green or violet? Green. Let's try green. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Any tarnish here and it's just going to turn into khaki. Cheating and throwing some of this separated purple in there. Let's see. So I want to start on something that's not his face. So let's see what this looks like back here. All right, face. Let's go. What? I'm gonna pick anything up. Okay, who else needs a bit of this? Maybe underfin? Whoa, that's a lot. Slurp that right back up. All right. I like the way this panel looks. Like I might leave some of these blank. Which ones though? This bottom guy. Is that the only one? Fin? One of the fins, maybe? So do we need something that's more silvery? Not silver, but like neutral gray? Maybe his little chin. What do I have here? I got more of what I spread all over everything. See what that looks like. Maybe add a little what? How about just gray? What is that? Gray, Daniel Smith, gray titanium. Like, what is that abbreviation? Oh, there's a little, I didn't line in this tiny little square, so let's avoid that guy. Something like that. I kind of want like a little bit of discoloration in some of this yellow. Can I do it? So that's gonna leave like all those weird watermarks. But maybe I don't care. We'll find out how much I care, I guess, in a couple hours. I'm gonna have to sit with what I've done, with what I've created. You know what I think I'm ready to try? Having different palettes of paint. Because right now I just have two, I guess? And it's just the only paints that I have. But it might be interesting. Oh, it might be too early to do this. Might be interesting to have like, all right, here's like the butter colors. Everything is kind of creamy green, creamy yellow. Okay, I have to let that stuff dry.
When the drum bistro plays this.
Kind of like that giant little panel by itself too. Okay. Well, let's see. I like the contrast. So what can we do? So then that means make this one a little darker so that one can pop, or make a yellow, maybe dark here, yellowish here, and then all the hinges could be maybe a dark. Maybe the hinges could be like this color, but with a little bit of orange added to it. Was that like an older copper kind of color? So maybe eyes, hinges, and this little gaskety, I don't know what do you call it, where the bubble meets the fish. So do that and see where that lands us, and then we'll figure out the other panels. Okay.
Game over.
So I do like the granulating color. It's not granulating. It's full of potential. It's user error. It's not schminke. It's not archers, like world-class mediums. Okay, so you, but orangier. Could it be so easy? Just add orange. Oh, look at that together though. I just like it like that. All right, we'll go with that. So what did I say? Eye sockets, hinges, and oh, I should have put blue right there. That's okay. Super tiny, itty bitty. you go. Just absorbs into my bristles, into the paper. And painting on nothing. Just slurps it all up. All right, there you go. So he still needs, let's see. Okay, the fin needs to be darker. What do I have here? I got some of this gray color. And some of the yellow. And I need some blue to sneak in here. Because that's see-through. And little Manny, kind of this color. Okay. And let's dry it. And then I'll do the wire frame of his bubble. That same orange color. But I need to dry the blue that I just did. Okay, let's see. Okay. And darker colors for inside of the little cockpit area. Oh. And like one more. Well, I think I want his eyes to be bright orange. and his rivets. Like this orange color, a little darker. Teeny tiny little dots. Okay, so let's see. I think make this guy a little darker. And then do one more watercolor, water ocean paint over. Let's see, dry enough? So I have to mix blue again. So what did I do? I grabbed the turquoise color and I threw in green? Did I go green right away? Wind up! Hello! What are you doing? I'm trying to make a sunfish little submarine thing for Manny. I was trying to do that technique where you just paint like the underpainting and just go over it and then pull out details. So it adds a little more nuance, I guess. I think I got super inspired by Julie's blowfish. And also these guys. Wait, did I change it away from sunfish? What is it? Oh yeah. No, that's just delicious. I couldn't think of the name of my favorite popsicle when I was little. The big stick. Okay, do I have let's see. There we go, this guy. This guy, but mechanical. It's beautiful. Just finished a walk with the bun. She's mad at me. What? How? How do you know? Really? So tell me about the walk though. What's that like? Are you going to TwitchCon? I don't think we're gonna make it this year. That was fun though. It was nice meeting you guys. I scooped her up and put her in a pet backpack. So she stays in the backpack on the walk? Do you have like a little bunny harness or something? How do you know she was mad? Trying to mix a darker buttery blue for one last kind of ocean paint over. I don't want it to be too beautiful blue. It needs to be like desaturated. Yeah, she stays in it. We got home and we won't, and she won't let me pet her. So she wanted a longer walk? Very upsetty. Oh. Is that your only pet? A little rabbit? She wanted to stay home. Oh, I'm trying to get her used to the back. Oh, the stroller take her for work. I see. Work with me on office days. I think we're going to TwitchCon. I'm not sure yet. Oh, she's like, get me out of this. I can see that. If she's a free roaming kind of bunny, she wants the wind in her fur. Can you do a harness? Would that be worse? Because it's like, get this thing off of me. Okay, so that's pretty deep blue. Did I put rough titanium? Oh, I just flipped my pan. There. Kind of, but I want a little greener. We haven't tried the harness. That seems trickier. How much can you train rabbits? How food motivated are they? This, I'm not sure I like this. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's okay. A couple watery strokes. We had a wiener dog a while ago. We taught him, he knew all the basic stuff, you know, sit and stay and all that. Taught him how to roll over, but being a wiener dog just didn't seem like it was that good for his back, so we stopped asking that of him. We taught him, we hung these jingle bells on the doorknob, and we trained him to ring the jingle bells when he needed to go out, or wanted to. We had a little courtyard for him to get a little suntan. Weenie dog, he is so cute. He was a chocolate and tan dapple. He was the sweetest. He was sweet in the way that you would call a naughty spoiled dog sweet. He was the best bad boy. She's pretty food motivated, but I don't know, she's older and was in the shelter most of her life. Okay. All right, so then, should I just give it a little bit of a water wash all over? So, or I could just do it like I did before. Just go for it and then add water to the top and let the two pieces meet. It's tiny. I got time. Yeah, Colonel Mustard. He's the best. Okay, so for sure I need to get into these little areas. I didn't do that very good job at that last time. It's got a point. It has a point here. All I need is a gentle touch. And I don't have that. Focus on it. That's great on my hand. Yes, here, let's do this. That's got a little separation there. Just a gentle touch. You should do it. You can get it. Don't Hulk smash the bristles. Sweaty. Yeah, have you ever watched Anthony Wheeler's art streams? The brush control that guy has is insane. So much so that I bought one of the brush pens he was using. And it's like, dang it, that's not the brush. It's the wielder. I just get impatient. I'll start okay. Then I don't know what happens. I'm like, I'm done. Let's go. Let's go. Turbo mode. And I start pressing down. That's what I like about these tiny little paintings. Because if it goes bad, it's, you know, not that big a deal. I can't imagine doing some larger watercolor commission for someone. That kind of looks cool. Should just leave that alone. Go to the other side. My friend watercolors Transformers and his own characters that are like dinosaur animal mech hybrids. Watercolor. Ryan Miller. Beautiful work, but I just don't have that control to be able to do that kind of stuff. I'm the same, want to keep coloring. Colors get mushy. I remember when I was in preschool doing finger paints. There's a point, I distinctly remember a point where I was done. Felt like the piece was complete. But everybody was still painting, so I just kept painting too. It ended up just being like a mushy brown black piece of paper when I was done, because I wanted to have fun with everybody. I sacrificed for the fun, the art. Didn't survive. All right, so wet square. So then, all right, this is like the first time I've watercolored just straight from pencils, because I wanted it to have a softer look to it. So I was thinking after it dries, I can go in with like some color pencils to keep it soft. But it definitely needs more contrast and separation. Get in there in that little space. Okay. We'll see what that does. Okay. Blow dry? Need a blow dry? Hold on. There's like, it's all phobic in this graphite area. Water phobic or something. I need to touch that. I don't want a weird rim light halo. Unless it's intentional, but this just looks like water tension. Avoiding some lines. All right. Let's see. Are you going to San Diego Comic-Con? Wind up. Ugh. It's still a pain in the neck, but at least you guys don't have to pay for a hotel. That helps. That's insane, right? I was telling people like to stay in Chula Vista. Is it the Blue Line? You can get a place by the train station and maybe save some money. You didn't get tickets? Yeah, I'll be in Artist Alley CC20. Completely unprepared. Okay. So this is a good stopping point for now. It's incomplete. Let's have a look. Don't burn yourself. Okay. So let's see, we're in like the what did we learn phase. It definitely needs more contrast. So I can make a darker ocean, make the submarine thing pop more. The lines that I want to do with the color pencil, maybe I could get like a white brown liner or something like that. Not black. I think black would be too overpowering at this point, but it needs a little extra line work, contrast, some detail, not too much. Like maybe enhance the little tick marks I made, like the he's not a battle fish. But like he's not brand new either, so there's like these little scratch marks that you can't tell are there. So do those two things. He's like, what? You're not supposed to know I'm down here. I didn't tell him. So yeah, I really like some things that happened with the underpainting and then putting the blue in while it was wet and how it soaked it in. I was hoping that would happen and it kind of worked. So if I can practice that, do more of that, I think that would be nice. So there you go. Bloop, 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 bloop. Into the vending machine it goes. It could be yours for a full $5 token if you're lucky. Oh, thank you. He's cute. It needs more contrast. A little more line work and stuff. So, yay. So what do you think? Should we go for a little sneaky raid? I'm not sure. Sometimes there's stranger danger. The vending machine. Have you seen that thing? It's anything that's 3 by 3 and slightly flat goes right in there. I need to make more charms. So, okay. I like it a lot. It's heavy, but it's worth it. Worth it to take around. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one just in case it's helpful for people. There's my little grump who no longer smiles. Windows broke my smile control. So let's see. Who could we raid? Who's on? Our favorite is on, for sure. Let's see. See you next time. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Shadow, thank you. Thanks for the new follows, and Publim, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. Where can we go? All right. Feeling like stranger danger? I don't think I do. I'll take you to the familiar. How's that? I'll take you where the love is. All right, so we'll do that. See you guys. I might not stream next week because it might be too close to Comic-Con and I think I might cry. So maybe it's better that we don't go down that route. So instead, maybe this is goodbye for now, and we'll do a little raid to somebody super sweet. Okay, see you guys in a couple weeks.